All right. We are, what day are we? The 22nd? Looks like it's the 23rd today. So, it's October 23rd. We're day 23 in this Halloween celebration, or celebrating 31 days of Halloween. Obviously, that's not what this video is about, but I thought I would let you know where I'm at. Today, I ended up watching a horror movie, or more, I guess it was more of a thriller. It was called One Body Too Many, and it featured Bela Lugosi. It wasn't really too much of a horror movie. It was more kind of like a thriller. You know, the people were dying here and there and that kind of thing, and or a couple of people died, and they were trying to figure out who was doing all this. And so I'll give you a bit of the plot. So there's this death, and this old man has a will, and he decides to leave things for certain people in his family, certain things, and they're not. I can't recall correctly. They're not meant to read the will until after a 24-hour period, where they have to stay in this old man's house and stay the night, and yeah, and so everyone stays the night. There's some people that show up, some people that disappear in the beginning, and we figured or at least I figured they were dead or something. And so as the movie goes along, certain people are dying, and there was meant to be somebody to watch over this deceased old man's body while while these people are staying in the house. And it was supposed to be this detective guy who was supposed to watch the body so that nobody could take his body and have his will redacted, or whatever the fuck it was, and then they'd have to change the will because his body's gone missing. So this detective that was supposed to fucking show up didn't show up, or he shows up in the beginning, but he disappears and nobody knows where. Everybody, this other guy, this insurance salesman guy, shows up because he was meant to talk to this old man about getting life insurance, and so everybody mistakes this insurance guy as the detective, and then he gets pulled into this whole thing because the detective doesn't show up, and this insurance guy is supposed to pose as the detective and watch the body, and then that's just the way it rolls out. And as the movie progresses, there's a few people that end up disappearing or dying or whatever it is. And it's really interesting because I thought Bela Lugosi would have had a larger role in the movie, but and maybe he does. Like his role is almost humorous because throughout the entire movie they're trying to you get the impression that Bela Lugosi, because in this movie Bela Lugosi is a house attendant. He's like a what are they called? He's like the house attendant or whatever, and him and this lady are not the caretakers, but these house attendants, and they basically take care of everyone that are visitors to the house, and as well as the old man when he was alive and stuff. And in the beginning of the movie, you get the impression that him and this woman are trying to knock everyone off, and the idea was that they were going to, it seems like they were going to give everyone a special coffee, and then everyone would just kind of die, and then Bela Lugosi and this other woman, house attendant, would make off with this old man's will. But that's what you kind of figure, but in the end, that's not what ends up happening, and it's actually some other actor that is actually this you know, this guy that's knocking off people, and he's trying to hide the body of the old man so that if the old man's body disappears or is moved or nobody can find it, then the old man's will not be will have to be changed or whatever the fuck it is. But you find out eventually that it's somebody else, and that there's all these secret passages in this house and stuff like that, and and then you know, as the movie progresses, this insurance guy is, you know, he seems to be getting set up as this person who's knocking everyone off, and then and then you find out that, and they actually think that all the guests in the house think that he might be doing it, but there's this one woman who actually believes that he's not doing it, and very interesting movie. You know, it's interesting because it was kind of playful, almost like the scenes with the insurance guy and this lady that believes that he's not the one that's doing all these knocking off these people. Their scenes are very playful, and there's bits of humor in there, and it's not like an intense movie or anything, and it doesn't really have a dark noir vibe or anything like that, but it's like, it's a thriller, and there's some comedy in there, and there's Bella. It's kind of funny actually at the end of the movie. Throughout the entire movie, Bela Lugosi and this woman house attendant, they're trying to give people coffee all the time, and every time situations get stressful, they bring out this coffee, and like I said earlier, you get the impression that him and this woman are trying to knock off everyone else in the house so that they can get whatever's in the will for themselves. And but at the very end of the movie, I am going to spoil this, so if you are intending on watching this, I'm sorry, do not go beyond this point, because I will spoil the ending here. Anyway, at the very end of the movie, Bela Lugosi and this woman, I think they're in the kitchen or in the living room, and they try to serve coffee to everyone, and everybody leaves the room and like, no, we don't want coffee. And it's kind of like this running gag throughout the entire movie, and then of course Bela Lugosi and this woman have coffee, and the coffee that they were trying to serve to everyone, and you would think, at least I thought, that they were just fed up, they're just like, okay, fuck this, we're gonna commit suicide or whatever, but then you find out that they were actually trying to serve really special coffee that would hopefully bring comfort to all these people that are guests in the house, and Bela Lugosi and this woman like, oh, this is such special coffee, or whatever he fucking says, and it was a really good movie. It was unexpected. I think I've seen this before, but it's like vague memories. Like I have vague memories of this, but yeah, it was fun, interesting. As I may have stated it in this last video that I did for the last movie, the sixth movie in this series that I'm watching, I am doing a 31 Days of Halloween celebration, and it's funny, we're into day 23 here, and I figured I'd get to more of these horror movie, black and white horror movie, get through this a lot quicker, this horror classics collection, but a lot of the time during this month I'm just not, sometimes I don't want to commit to sitting for an hour and a half or an hour to watch these movies, which is fine. I'm doing other things to celebrate Halloween, like sometimes I just turn off the lights or light incense, or turn on my decorations or whatever, and that kind of thing. Or I watch the Addams Family, the old black and white Addams Family episodes, or I'll yeah, just doing other stuff. So I figured, I'd get through more of these horror movies during this Halloween thing, but I'm just not, this 31 days of Halloween, but I'm just not getting through it as quickly as I would have liked to, which is fine, like, I don't mind. It's just, I'm probably getting through them quicker than I normally would, but I'm not getting through them as quick as I would like to, so maybe in the next few days I'll spend some time watching some more of these movies. I just want to say a couple days ago it was Bela Lugosi's 138th birthday, so Bela Lugosi, happy birthday to Bela Lugosi. Obviously he's not alive anymore, but might as well celebrate his 138th birthday because he's a legend in the horror and thriller classic movies, classic horror movies, and obviously everyone knows him from primarily Dracula, his role in Dracula as Dracula, and so I think that's it for this video. I don't think I really have anything else I want to chat about, so I'm gonna try and get to more of these horror movies during this Halloween celebration. Maybe in the next few days I'll watch a couple more, but this little journey, it's been fun. This horror movie journey, it's been fun. Like I said, there's 50 fucking movies and over 63 hours of movies to go through, so it's gonna be a while before I get through them. Maybe a couple of months or longer, but I will get through them, and I'll do when I get halfway through, I'll do a special video for halfway through, just to kind of sum up my progress and all that kind of stuff from the beginning to the halfway point, and kind of where my thoughts are and stuff like that for this journey. I wouldn't say these are really reviews per se. They're more of just like just kind of inviting you into my little journey of these black and white horror movies and telling you what I think about them, telling you what I thought about them when I was younger, or if I actually remember watching them. I think that's it for this video. I hope you folks are doing well. I hope you're staying safe during these during this period of self-isolation and social distancing. Here in Canada right now, it's snowing where I live in Calgary, Alberta. It's fucking snowing. We're expecting to see 10 to 20 centimeters overnight from tonight till tomorrow. So. But I do think it's a little too early for this, but unfortunately this happens every year. Every year before Halloween it fucking snows here in Calgary, so I think it's too early. I would have liked to enjoy the fall season a little bit more, but unfortunately we got snow now, so but it's Canada. It's Calgary. This fucking happens every year, so whatever, not a big deal. So anyway, I hope you folks are doing well. I hope you're staying safe. Stay positive. See you in the next video. Fuck yeah.